Welcome to the Frisbee Initiative. We will be learning how to make crocheted frisbees. These are the written instructions. You can pause. We start with a magic circle, and I will be using a size 5 and a size 4 needle. So I use 2 yarns. Loop it over as if you were going to make a regular chain, but don't pull it tight. So you will have a slip knot basically, and you're going to be crocheting over the 4 threads, the 2 tails, and then part of the circle. So our 2 chains count as 1 stitch. So we're going to be doing 11 double crochets and the 2 chains, which will count as 1 stitch, so 12 stitches. In our magic circle, if you run out of room or gets a little tight, you can pull the circle slightly. And then when you take your 2 tails, occasionally they get tangled, and then you pull the tails tight, and that will close your circle. Well, it will pull the stitches tight. I like to tie a knot in my tails. Not necessary, but it helps to keep the circle closed. And then we will close our circle just by a simple slip stitch through the 3rd chain and pull your circle tight. Then we chain 2 more and we begin our 2nd row. So we have 12 stitches in our first, and we are going to do basically 2 double crochets in each hole for a total of 24 stitches. And our 2 chains can count as a stitch. Here it's not as critical. Two double crochets in each stitch on our 2nd circle or our 2nd row, going all the way around. And then we have this little bit of a hole, and just put another stitch in there, and it will go with the 2 original chains. And then we close the circle. The completion of our 2nd circle or our 2nd row. Chain 2 and double crochet. 2 double crochets. And then we do a single, we do a double crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets. So it's a 2 1 2 1 2 1 pattern all the way around. Two, 1, 2, 1. All the way around. When you're close to being done, you can kind of finish. and then close the circle. And I'm going to tie my thread off here. So I pull one of the threads through and tie a double knot, or a leftover right, a square knot, a left over right, and a right over left. Then I'm just going to move my crochet hook over 3 or 4 stitches, put on my next yarn, and do 2 chains. And in the next stitch I do a 2 double crochets. And then I'm in the 2-2 pattern. So the next 2 are double crochets in each stitch, or in each hole. So the pattern for this row is 2 1 1 2 1 1 all the way around. 2 double crochets in one stitch, and then 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet all the way around. Here's our 2 1 1, and then we do a 2, and then we can close our circle in the 3rd chain, close the circle, and then we do 2 chains, and then 2 double crochets. This row, our pattern will be 2 1 1 1. So 2 double crochets in one stitch, and then double crochet, double crochet, double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 2 1 1 1 all the way around. When you get around to that end, I am going to change yarns again, change colors. Close the circle with a slip stitch, pulling one yarn through, clipping my yarn end, pulling the one through, and tying a square knot, left over right and right over left. Then I move over 4 or 5 stitches and begin on the purple color. So I bring my tails to the forward, and I just hold them. I don't have to tie any knots. Do 2 chains, and then in the next stitch do 2 double crochets. And I will be moving my string, the yarn, along and hiding it in the stitch. So this row is 2 1 1 1 1. That's what you'll be doing all the way around. 2 double crochets followed by 4 double crochets. 2 double crochets in one stitch followed by 4 double crochets in the next 4 stitches all the way around. And depending on the yarn size you use or the needle size you use, sometimes I have to add a 6th row or just a single crochet depending on the size. But primarily this is what I use. Then you close the circle. We're going to start on the back. 2 chains. I want you to notice the V on the edges. They kind of look like V's. So I turn it to the back side and I do a size 4 needle. So I'm moving from a size 5 to a size 4. And I will be double crocheting in every stitch under the V. So you take the 2 yarns from right under the V, they kind of look like an equal sign, and you just do a double crochet in each stitch, 1 double crochet in each stitch from the back side directly under the V. You will be going under 2 threads, not 1, the 2 threads, 2 purple threads in this case. There's the V. Right under the V is 2 yarns, just double crochet in each stitch. And you'll see how that starts to show right under the V, and it'll fold right back. So a double crochet in each stitch. So you'll see I'm about halfway done, and it just stiffens the edge. And here we come to the closing. The last 3 stitches, double crochets under the V, and then you'll close your circle. Trim your thread. And tie a square knot. And that's our Frisbee. You will then be pulling your strings through and hiding the strings, but the edge just curls right under to form the lip of the Frisbee. Pull your thread through, clip them, and your Frisbee is complete. So pass it on. Make them for your friends, family, for your schools, for their recesses, for youth groups, and enjoy them with your family and friends. Brought to you by beadkids.com.